Hey everybody, welcome to Bucket Man Scouting. In today's video, I'm going to do an all-22 film breakdown on the Denver Broncos versus the Detroit Lions. This is the first series for the Detroit Lions. So on this play, you're going to have a single back formation. You're going to have a 2 tight end set at the top of your screen, and you're going to have a 2 wide receiver set at the bottom of your screen. Again, in today's NFL, I really don't like the way that these corners play this far off. I believe that it gives offenses, it should give offenses an advantage. And also, Baron Browning is positioned right here as a off-ball linebacker in this formation, this defensive formation. And yeah, so for all the people saying he's a better edge rusher than a coverage linebacker, I mean, he hasn't really done anything yet again this year to warrant that he is a edge rusher. And if anybody can send me the all-22 film of Baron Browning playing outside linebacker Ohio State, I'm still waiting for those people to send that to me. We'll play action pass here. Throw it right to the running back. He is wide open against the great Alex Singleton here. Again, holds onto the ball too long. Again, I just don't understand why these quarterbacks just don't take the easy dump passes to get you in rhythm. I mean, that's just football 101. You have a guy wide open, the running back, David Montgomery, right there, who's wide open. And in this game, you saw a team that builds from the inside out compared in contrast to a team like the Denver Broncos who's built from the outside in. You don't build teams from the outside in. We'll play action. Should have dumped it off to David Montgomery there. Again, there's just no pass rush either to speak of. There's no push up the middle. There's nothing. He can read War and Peace back there all day long. Look, there's no holding going on. Look at Penei Sewell right here. Oh, man, such a great right tackle. Okay, next play for the Detroit Lions, you're going to have a 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set. Running back is David Montgomery here. Baron Browning's playing edge rusher. Don't like that. Open right there. Booyah. Look how far off PJ Locke is playing too, by the way. I don't like that because this is what happens every single time you play that far off. Terrible tackling technique by number 6, PJ Locke. Again, the great linebacker, Alex Singleton. This defense is so underrated. No pass rush up the middle to speak of. I mean, look at that pocket. I mean, this is why I value great offensive line play. Do you guys get it now? I mean, it's really frustrating because everybody says I'm a Detroit Lions fan, and I'm not. I want the Broncos to get player personnel that Detroit has. I've been trying to say that for 2 years now, that they're building it the right way. Could you imagine that if we had an offensive line like this, but Denver doesn't value that? They'd rather go out into free agency instead of drafting and developing their players. And then free agents like Mike McGlinchey, Juwan James, Menelik Watson, Donald Stevenson, Ron Leary, Graham Glasgow, who's playing better in Detroit than he did in Denver, they don't care about player development. They just care about fixing their offensive line in free agency, and I don't like that. Even if they do pick an offensive lineman, it's still the wrong person. They picked Garrett Bowles over Ryan Ramczyk, and Garrett Bowles is just so overrated. Again, look at that. Terrible tackling. You have Alex Singleton, who's line of defense here, and then just... we have some bad... This defense is terrible. Absolutely dog shit. And I had Bronco content creators and sports talk radio saying, is this 2015-esque? Really? Because Malik Jackson and Derek Wolfe would have been able to provide push up the middle, and Danny Trevathan and Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, would have been able to get sideline to sideline. I mean, do you guys forget that? Even Josie Jewell can't even get off of his block either. Like, look at Randy Gradishar right here. I mean, you have Tom Jackson, number 49, whiffing here. And then you have Randy Gradishar, number 47, just absolutely can't get off of his foot. Oh, my God. Getting owned by a Reynolds, the receiver. Okay, next play for the Detroit Lions. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set. Number 87's Laporta coming in motion. He's going to be a fullback. Trying to go for the deep ball. Look at that protection, dude. And here's Justin Simmons, one good play a game here. I mean, look at that protection. I mean, there's no pass rush. None. He should have thrown it right now instead of just waiting. He could have let him. But I got to give Justin Simmons for the makeup speed there, but also Jared Goff was holding on to the ball a little bit too much there. He should have just flipped his hips, then throw it now instead of just waiting. That ball should have been out when he broke on that route there, a little corner post route there. He should have, little post route here. He should have thrown it earlier. But Justin Simmons does a very good job. Again, that's what help over the top looks like, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't see that consistently with Justin Tony Lily Simmons. I don't see that consistently. Yeah, you can get a good play here and there throughout the game. But when we talk about consistency, I talk about the greats that have been safeties for the Broncos. TJ Ward, Dookie Anacho, who was a very good safety. He was just injury prone. Raheem Moore, for all the shit people give Raheem Moore from that playoff game, he was still consistent throughout that entire year. You have Steve Atwater. You have Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu, Brian Dawkins, guys that were consistent with their craft. And Justin Simmons is just not consistent enough for me, anyways. That's my opinion. And I challenge anybody to show me the All-22 film where Justin Simmons is consistently making plays like this. Or he's consistently locking down his side of the field where he's assigned on a defensive assignment. I challenge anybody. I don't want to hear about stats because stats doesn't provide the whole picture. You have to have stats with context behind it. But you know what? I got to give Justin Simmons credit. I rarely do, but I got to give Justin Simmons credit for at least having help over the top. But again, Jared Goff should have thrown that football a lot sooner than he did. Play action right there. Flip your hips, now throw it. You need to throw it now instead of just waiting there because he could have let him. All right, number 87 coming in motion here. So you're going to have a 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set. No pass rush to speak of. There's people wide open. Number 11 is wide open. Dumps it off to the running back here. Good play by Jonathan Cooper. I believe Jonathan Cooper is one of the better defensive player personnel players that you have on the Broncos. But again, you know, the Broncos aren't into player development. That's what I'm trying to preach to folks. You have to have player development. You can't build your teams through free agency and hype. That's not going to get you far in the playoffs. But this is the NFL. And it wouldn't surprise me if the NFL puts the Broncos in the playoffs. I still believe the Broncos go to the playoffs just due to the fact that, you know, the teams that they have. But again, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because, you know, fans are going to be happy that we're just happy to be there. Like, I'm not happy to be there. I want to be a title contender. That's what the old Bronco fans strived for, not this happy to be there appearances bullshit. So you're going to have a jumbo set at the top of your screen right here. You're going to have a single wide receiver at the bottom of your screen. Again, no pass rush to speak of. Again, look at that. Drew Sanders is actually playing coverage. Again, what did I say coming out of Arkansas? He's a better coverage linebacker. Again, he's not playing edge. He's playing coverage. I mean, look at that offensive line, man. I mean, you see the differences. They're not holding their solid technique going on with this offensive line. This offensive line is one of the better is probably the best young up-and-coming offensive line in the NFL. So, I tried telling you, folks. I tried telling you. I've been trying to tell you that for 2 years. Okay, the Lions go 3 and out. So, here's the first series for the Denver Broncos. You're going to have a 2 wide receiver set at the top of your screen. You're going to have little Jordan Humphrey, who I'm a very big fan of, that nobody talked about him before I started talking about him. And then you have a 1 tight end set with Trotman here. A quick pass. There you go. You know, and for all the people that say that the Denver Broncos don't listen to me specifically, I said Jerry Jeudy is a better slot receiver than an outside receiver, and they're doing exactly that. Here's Jerry Jeudy on a quick slant route in the middle of the field playing the slot position. Again, and also this is what you also have to look at when you watch the All-22 film. They're not doing Pat Shurmur football here. They're doing bucket man, Denver Broncos mile high view, and mile high bubble football. Get the ball out quick, the quick passing game, this, that, and the third. But also Jerry Jeudy, why he's so successful on this play, nobody's covering him. Again, you compare and contrast that to a guy a good slot corner or an outside corner who plays bump and run coverage, he can't separate consistently. And again, I tried telling folks that when he was coming out of Alabama, he doesn't have the elite separation ability like a Justin Jefferson or a CeeDee Lamb has. But again, this is a good play by both parties. Catch the ball. There you go. That's a good play by Russell Wilson. Good drawn-up play by Sean Payton. But again, nobody's covering him. Look, there's no bumping. He just can run right by the guy. Ooh, it looks easy because nobody's being physical with Jeudy. Once a player gets physical with Jeudy, that's when Jeudy starts crumbling. But that's a good play by Sean Payton, good throw by Russell Wilson, and a good catch by Jerry drops the doodle to Jeudy. His 2 to 3 good plays a game. All right, next play for the Denver Broncos. You're going to have a jumbo set up at the top of your screen. You're going to have a number 82 right there. And also another thing that I've noticed with Sean Payton, when he runs like these heavy personnel sets, sort of when he brings the receivers down at the line of scrimmage, towards the left and right tackle, he is also mixing it up, putting Mike McGlinchey and Garrett Bowles on the same side. So that's a little wrinkle I've noticed. You're going to have number 17, little Jordan Humphrey, another blocker, who is probably the best blocking receiver on the team. Number 19 comes in motion here. Okay, they're running it right by little Jordan Humphrey. You see what I mean? What have I been saying for weeks? Little Jordan Humphrey is the best blocking receiver you have on the roster. And they designed specific plays on his specific side of the field because he is a solid blocking receiver. I am a big fan of Lil Jordan Humphrey. Nobody gives Lil Jordan Humphrey enough credit as much as Bucket Man does. And, you know, the content creators, are probably going to take my talking points because they always do. But they say my film's amateur, which it's not. It's probably the best film breakdown out there with when it comes to the Broncos. And also scouting. I mean, I'm going to pat myself on the back there because I bust my ass doing this. But again, look at little Jordan Humphrey here. Again, they're not running behind Mike McGlinchey, Garrett Bowles, and Cortland Sutton. They're running behind these two right here. Who I'm not really a big fan of Trotman in the blocking game, but I'm a bigger fan of little Jordan Humphrey in the blocking game. That's what I'm saying. They're designing specific play calls on his side of the field. So, little Jordan Humphrey, I'm a big fan of yours. Coach Bucket Man is a big fan of yours. So, for all the Bronco content creators like Mile High Huddle, like Locked On Broncos, like DNVR, like 104.3 The Fan, continue to take my talking points, and I can't wait to hear you guys talk about Lord Jordan Humphrey. All right, next play for the Denver Broncos. You're going to have a single wide receiver at the bottom of your screen, and also you're going to have a jumbo set, which the Lions ran earlier. Little quick pass. Booyah. This is how you tackle in the NFL, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you fucking tackle in the NFL. Look at Trotman just absolutely misses assignment here. Look at that. Oh, nope. That is little Jordan Humphrey. My apologies. See, this is what happens when you watch the All-22 film. But again, I just don't understand that. Why is Trotman going after this guy when he clearly should have went to that guy? That doesn't make any sense to me. That should have been little Jordan Humphrey's responsibility, and Trotman should have had that guy. Again, the designs and the blocking technique is just weird. And then this is how you tackle, folks. Booyah. That's a great play by number 30. That's exactly how you read it. Goes untouched, makes a great play. Booyah. And little Jordan Humphrey misses his block. So after I praise the guy, he miscue there for Lord Jordan Humphrey. All right, next play for the Denver Broncos. You have heavy personnel, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, 1 running back. Number 82 comes in motion next to Chris Manhertz. Oh my God, a free runner. Again, this has been a thing for years and years and years, the free runners. How many times have we seen free runners with this team? I mean, God damn. It is just, it's really atrocious. It really is atrocious. I mean, free runner, every time they do this bootleg pass, they can't even do that right because there's so many free runners. And Wilson fumbles the ball. Unreal, man. And I heard all week coming into this game that the Lions defense sucks. Okay. I like how all of these, I'm going to have to call out the fans here because this is something, and I had a commenter who came on and said you should, and you're right, I shouldn't be worrying about the fans, but man, it is so satisfying to see all these fans run and hide. It is really satisfying to see because I got so much shit from all these Broncos super fans that have a plaque on their wall say how much of a fan they are. All this shit about how, I'm going to come after you when the Broncos beat your beloved Lions. Where are you at now? Where are you at now? The Lions came and kicked your fucking ass. Where are you at? You want to call my shit amateur? Where the fuck are you? Where the fuck are you? Legitimately, where are you? So don't come on here and say my shit's amateur when you don't do anything to the level of what I do here at Bucketman Scouting. I don't care about subscriptions. I don't care about likes. And I sure as hell don't care about views. This is not a fan-centric channel here at Bucketman Scouting. So yeah, run your mouth and then go hide under your little rock there. Tell me that we're going to, kick the Lions' ass, that my beloved Lions aren't shit, but they, you want to bring up stats. The Broncos are the only team in the NFL to get blown out twice in one season so far. Just saying. And the NFL is desperately trying so hard to have the Chargers lose in epic fashion too, but that didn't really work out because the next day they get fucking... Jesus. You can't make it up. All right, next series for the Detroit Lions. 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set, 1 running back. Look how far off these corners are playing. I would attack Randy Gradishar. Good play by Slosey Jewell. Look at Randy Gradishar here, number 47. His 2 to 3 good plays a game. Again, yeah, you get this from these players, 2 to 3 good plays a game, but I want consistency. He's no Roquan Smith, Fred Warner. He's no Randy Gradishar, Tom Jackson. He's none of those. But you know what? I got to give him credit there. Get off of his block and make a good solid play by Slosey Jewell. T-Rex arms. All right, next play for the Detroit Lions. You have a 1, 2, 3 wide receiver set. Tight end is lined up next to Taylor Decker, the left tackle for the Detroit Lions. Again, I would attack again. These corners are playing soft. And what did I say? That this defense can be ran on? And then I think the Lions started to figure out, oh, yeah, we can run on this. I mean, you should have known that if you watched the film, Detroit. But again, just look at the offensive line with Detroit compared to the Broncos offensive line. It is night and fucking day. Okay, next play, you have Gibbs, the running back, who's more of that Alvin Kamara-esque running back. You have a jumbo set at the top of your screen, and you have the tight end right here next to Gibbs, the running back. Wide open. Wide open. Goff, he's wide open. Held onto the ball too long. Again, this is what we say in the scouting world and the coaching world. This is what holding onto the ball too long looks like. Because if he would have turned his head and it's right in front of his face, wide open, first down for Detroit. He tries to go for the deep ball. Again, Detroit needs to settle Goff down a little bit here because he's wide open right in the middle. And then that's when you started seeing Detroit attack the soft zones. That would have been a first down. Wide open right in front of his face. And when he holds onto the ball too long, it helped out the Broncos there. One of my favorite players on the Broncos is DJ Jones. You can go back to Denver Broncos Mile High View where I praise the absolute hell out of DJ Jones coming from San Francisco because they actually have a pipeline over there that is called the defensive line. And I said DJ Jones is a good zero-tech run stuffer. He's not a consistent pass rusher. Again, that's why I think that they need a guy like a Chris Jones, like a Kenny Clark, like a DeForest Buckner, like a Jordan Davis, like a Javon Carter. Guys like that are pass rushing specialists on the defensive line. He had a guy wide open in front of his face, number 19. All right, and they go 3 and out. Okay, next series for the Denver Broncos. You have basically an I formation here, and then you have 2 wide receivers, one tight end next to Mike McFlinchie. 19 comes in motion here. Little running play. Man, look at those line. Look at wow, that is such a good play by number 34. I mean, look at Alonzo, number 34, just shoot that gap. Watch him. Look at McGlinchey, dude. McGlinchey absolutely fucking sucks. Terrible, terrible player. I said coming into the season, he doesn't fit your offensive scheme. And I heard Bronco content creators in Dove Valley basically, front office, you guys don't know what the fuck you're doing. You paid out of the ass for a guy that doesn't fit your system, who sucks in pass pro. I mean, look at this. Look at Mike McFlinchie here, number 69. I mean, it's just, oh my God, it's so bad. Trash. All right, next play for the Denver Broncos. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set. Yeah, and look at the corner play, especially at the bottom of your screen. Man-to-man, bumper. Let's see. Look, oh my God, dude. Look at that safety. See, why can't we get that more out of Justin Simmons? I compare and contrast that. Look at this. Breaks on the route, comes down. And you know what? Look at Mike McFlinchie again. Look who caused that play. Aiden Hutchinson, who was I believe the number 1 draft pick. Watch him absolutely kick McGlinchey's ass with the bull rush right there. Look at that shit. That should have been holding. That should have been holding on McGlinchey. That should have been a clear hold on McGlinchey here. Look at that. Look at this offensive line compared to the Lions' offensive line. Look at that. Look at holding right here. That's clearly holding. And then watch McGlinchey on the other. That's not holding. Like, come on, man. Oh, that should have been picked. All right, missed opportunity by the Detroit Lions. So you have a 1, 2, 3 wide receiver set tied in next to Mike McFlinchie here. Look at that. Oh, my God, dude. Oh, man. Let's look again. Judy is wide open for a split second. But look, the receivers, there's no separation. Look at this. I mean, what are we doing here? I mean, come on. There's no separation. These routes ran. Look at the routes that are run by these receivers. He could have thrown it right now. I would have thrown it there right now. Get the ball in Judy's hands. But again, there's no separation whatsoever from this receiving core, and the routes that were ran on this play are so god-awful. The route concepts were terrible. I mean, come on, guys. Like, this is some... That was just some terrible... That was terrible play. That was... Wow. I mean, you have Jerry Jeudy and Courtland Sutton right next to each other here. Watch this. And then watch right here. I mean, there's no separation whatsoever. None. I mean, the play design has to be so perfect for these players. They cannot get open on their own. That is the big takeaway for me is these receivers have to have the play so perfect that they can't make anything happen when the play breaks down. That's what I mean by a DK Metcalf, by a Justin Jefferson, by a Jamar Chase, by guys like that are so elite at their craft that when a play breaks down, they're still able to get open, that separation ability. But these receivers, especially Sutton and Jeudy, it has to be so perfect on a play design concept that if it doesn't work out, they can't get any separation. And then watch the offensive line. And then Russell Wilson holding on to the ball too long, but he has nowhere to throw the ball because the receivers can't get open. But he could have thrown it to Jeudy right now. But look at your offensive line. Oh, my God. Dude, our tackles suck. Our tackles are some dog shit players. Okay, next series for the Detroit Lions. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, 1 running back, Gibbs. 89 comes in motion here. Run the ball. Booyah. Positive yardage against that 2015 defense. Running it right at Drew Sanders, who's playing edge. Don't understand it. Doesn't make it. Look at these linebackers. I just... Look at number 49. I mean, look at the offensive line with Detroit compared to the Broncos offensive line. I mean, they're getting pushed up the fucking middle, dude. Why can't I have an offensive line that's this fucking good? Why? Is it a crime to like another team's offensive line? Is it a crime to want the team that you like, which is the Walmart Generals? Is it a crime to want to have player personnel like Detroit on the offense and defensive lines? Like, is that a fucking crime? Because I'm going to tell you something right now. Pat Bowlen would have wanted players like this. He would have wanted a Frank Ragnow, a Penei Sewell, a Taylor Decker. He would have wanted a Jack Campbell who plays for Detroit. He would have wanted that defensive line. Like, I don't understand why it's a crime for me to like other players, especially a guy like Frank Ragnow, who I scouted coming out of Arkansas. Like, is that a fucking crime? Again, they're running the ball again, dude. Okay, this is the next play for Detroit, and they're running it right at Drew Sanders, who should not be an edge player. Again, look at this offensive line in the running phase. I mean, now they're starting to run the football. Look, I mean, my God, dude. It's just, it's so bad. Look at Alex Singleton just getting absolutely owned by Frank Ragnow. I am such a big Frank Ragnow fan. Broncos could have drafted him, but we can't have a center play like that. I mean, and Drew Sanders playing edge. Doesn't make any fucking sense. And we told you guys they were going to do this to Sanders. They were going to put him out on the edge. Look how that's worked out. Oh, yeah, just call the flag on Detroit. Just call the flag on Detroit. But Denver does that consistently, but it's called on Detroit, Glasgow just basically fucking body slammed Zach Allen. Now that's the Zach Allen I remember in Denver right there. That's the Graham Glasgow I remember. Call it on Detroit, NFL. Help out the Broncos there. All right. So the next play, you have a 3 wide receiver set. Tight end next to Penei Sewell, one of the better young up-and-coming right tackles in the league. Receiver comes in motion here. There you go. Right in the soft zones. Justin Simmons. Oh, man. Justin, you're so elite, dude. Look at Justin. Oh, my God. At this point, you can't get mad. But a safety that people say is so fucking elite should instinctually read that play because he's wide open in his area, because this is his responsibility. Locke's responsibility is to have this side. Justin Simmons on this play, I mean, this is the definition of bad safety play, and this is what I mean. He has his bad plays outweigh his supposed good plays that nobody can send me the film on. And again, this is what I'm saying. You can't go on YouTube and look up Denver Bronco highlights versus Detroit. That's not the film. That's what we say here, highlight reels at Bucketman Scouting. Okay? So don't send me, again, if you're going to send me a link of that, it's going to get removed because it attacks my intelligence as a scout, as a coach, this, that, and the third. It attacks my intelligence, and I'm not going to lose brain cells with that type of shit. But, you know, Brian Dawkins, Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu, TJ Ward, Steve Atwater, guys like that would have fucking broke on the ball and made a play here. Look, he's just bad. Just so fucking terrible. Look at that pocket. Like, why can't we have there's no push up the fucking middle. None whatsoever. Why can't we have that? Fuck! Oh my God! And you fucking content creators defend that shit! Dove Valley, that front office, oh man. You want to send out burner accounts to attack my shit, Dove Valley? Really? And you call yourself football experts? You're the exact definition of building a team from the outside in, and you look like dog shit. You're the only team in the NFL to get blown out twice, and you've had help from all these teams, the NFL, the refs, and you're still 7-7. Jeff Fisher shit. Just happy to be there. If this team was so dominant, they wouldn't be 7-7. I'm sorry, I had to get that off my chest. Sick of the defense of this shit. Sick of this defense of this dog shit defensive line, this dog shit linebackers, and especially a safety that fucking sucks. Yeah, Simmons, go on the podium and tell me all the great fucking... Go on Mile High Huddle and tell me all the fucking accolades you have. But your peers won't vote you to the Pro Bowl because you fucking suck. You're dog shit, Simmons. Next play for the Detroit Lions. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. And yeah, I'm going to pump my fucking chest out for this shit. Because I got so much shit from all these dumbass fans, from the dumbass Bronco content creators, and especially that front office up there that continues to pay out the ass for these content creators. I got so much shit. So much shit for this game. And then you guys are nowhere to be seen per fucking usual. Guys are so fucking disingenuous. Pisses me off. Play action pass. Little break there. Yeah, look at that great. Oh man, dude. Look at Tom Jackson in his prime over here and Alex Singleton. My fucking God! My linebackers that I coach that are getting D1 offers right now are fucking better than this dog shit player, Alex Singleton. Yeah, look at that Tom Jackson-esque linebacking from Alex Singleton. My God! And where's the pass rush? Where is it? You guys want to say that we have this great pass rushing room? Where the fuck is it? Yeah, look, good job, Tom Jackson. In your fucking prime right now. Three wide receivers, one tight end, one running back. Run the ball. There, finally. 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 Good job, Jonathan Cooper. Fuck yeah. Jonathan Cooper is the best edge rusher you fucking have. Next play for Detroit. Two wide receivers, two tight ends. Oh my God, he's wide fucking open. Oh, dude, Detroit, you missed a golden opportunity. He was wide open in the soft zone. Right there. Dude, what the fuck is Jewel doing? Fuck! Dude, Jewel, what the fuck? Where are you going? Look at Josie Jewell. Yeah, Randy Gradishar, T-Rex arms looking motherfucker. Look at, oh my God. What are you taking your best advice from your buddy Simmons, Jewel? What the fuck are you doing? Are you the next safety for the Denver Broncos? What the hell are you fucking doing? Oh my God. Oh. God, Jewel sucks. Just absolutely fucking trash. Where the fuck is he going? Oh, dude. Oh, man. Look at that Randy Gradishar. Dude, get the fuck out of here. You shouldn't be attacking the players on your own team. You're not a fan. I'm not going to defend bad play. This is a bad football play. Dude. Oh, man. This team sucks. This defense is trash. All right, next play for Detroit. You're going to have a 1-2-3-4 wide receiver set. Attack the middle. There's no one in the fucking middle. Attack them. I would attack the middle of the field all day fucking long. There's nobody. Oh my God. You had Gibbs wide open right here against the great Tom Jackson. Dude, I hate doing these film breakdowns. This team just sucks. God, man, this fucking dude. Oh, man. Yeah, 2015, 2000 Ravens, 80. I mean, come on. I like how people never bring up Jonathan Cooper, but he's the only guy that's getting consistent pass rush, a consistent pass rush right now. Nobody else. Baron Browning playing the edge. He isn't doing shit. Maybe 1 to 2 good plays a game, but he's not consistent with it. I mean, my God, dude. God, it's just frustrating. I want a good defensive line, good linebacking. Lines go 3 and out. Okay, next series for the Broncos. You have a 3 wide receiver set, tight end next to Mike McFlinchie here. God, there's no running lanes at all. This defensive line is owning this offensive line. Oh, man. And Cushenberry still can't get any push. Okay, next play for Denver. Number 10 comes in motion. Jerry drops a doodle Jew, a little I formation. Tied in next to Bowles, holds. Garrett holds. Russell Wilson changing the cadence on the offensive line here. That's what I've seen more and more this year from him. I've said that in many film breakdowns. My God. At least they stuck to running it back-to-back plays. Again, these linebackers just shoot these holes very fast. I mean, it is... And this defensive line just gets... My God, dude. There's no running lanes. Those linebackers are getting in those gaps pretty fast. Again, why can't we have linebacking play like that? Okay, so you're going to have a jumbo set at the top of your screen, tied in at the bottom of your screen. So it's going to be 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. False start. False start on McFlinchy. Dude, McGlinchey sucks. He's just, man, he's just so fucking terrible, dude. God. Sick of players like McGlinchey getting and all this fucking hype. Just sucks. Jesus Christ. Even in a false start, they're still getting pressure on Wilson, dude. Even on a false start play. God damn. Next play for the Broncos, 3 wide receivers. 1 tight end next to Garrett holds. 19 comes in motion. Mims. There's, oh my God, dude, there's actual protection there, dude. And Russell Wilson's holding on to the ball too long because he wants to go Shermer ball. But he had a guy wide open. Dude, he had a guy wide open here. He had 2. Dude, he had fucking 2 guys open here. Right at the bottom. Pass it to them. Stop trying to go for the deep ball. I mean, this is what help over the top looks like, folks. This is what help over... I mean, my God. You have better safety play for the Lions than you do for the Broncos. I mean, this is better. This is... Look at that. That's what safety play looks like. Oh, man. See if there's any holding on that play. But you know what? I got to give Wilson credit for this, and I know this is going to be, you know, a little bit, might piss off some people, because I like how these content creators said coming into the season that Russell Wilson does better when he runs around like a chicken with his head cut off. But Russell Wilson's commitment into staying in the pocket this year, I've got to give him credit for. Nobody said... no one has said this year, that his commitment to staying in the pocket. But then man, dude, that fucking corner, number 6, he just lost his guy there. See if there's any fucking holding. Because that offensive line is just letting pressure get to Wilson here. Damn. Good play by Wilson. Okay, next play for the Broncos. Jumbo set bottom of your screen. 1 receiver at the top of your screen here. Halfback draw to Shemichael P. Ryan. Good. Good job. Good job, offensive line. This offensive line is better going forward, not lateral. Okay, next play for the Broncos. Another jumbo set, bottom of your screen. One receiver, 82 comes in motion. One running back. They run the ball. Jesus, dude. There is just... This defensive line does a very good job, especially these linebackers do a very good job of attacking their gap assignments. They're just, again, a fast linebacking core. Look, god damn, dude. Number 6 just shot that gap and just... Damn, that's a very good play. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set here. A quick pass. Trotman, you gotta catch that football, dude. That's a good throw by Wilson too. Well, quick pass, boom, get the ball out quick. Again, I want to see more of that. More of that to set up those big plays downfield. Damn. I like how these fans are saying too that, oh, the refs were the winners tonight. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that shit. Because every time the refs help out the Broncos, you're nowhere to be fucking seen. So no, that's not going to fly here. If you're going to say that on my channel, your comment's going to get removed. This was bigger than the fucking refs. Was that a helmet-to-helmet hit that was missed by the refs? But again, I mean, come on, seriously. We're going to say that about the fucking Broncos, how, oh, they come on, guys. This is the NFL. This is football. This is, I mean, come on. Let's stop bitching about the fucking hits. This is football. This is how football was played in the early days. I mean, come on. Like, yeah, that should have been a helmet-to-helmet call. I agree. But come on. Like, let's just be honest here. This is football. Okay, let's stop pussifying the sport, shall we? I've defended Kareem Jackson time and time again. So, okay, next series for Detroit. 3 wide receiver set, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Receiver comes in motion here. Little run play. Right up. There you go. God, look at this great defensive. Jesus. Now Detroit's starting to figure it out now. Now they're starting to figure it out. This defense sucks. I mean, come on. There's no... oh, God. All right. Next play for the Detroit Lions. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 running back. Receiver comes in motion here. There you go. Run the ball. Run on them. There you go. There you go. Just run on them. You can run on this defense, folks. I mean, come on. Been saying that for years. You can run on this defense. There you go. You see how different this offensive line is, how they're able to get on their blocks with great technique and everything. And you see these linebackers getting fucking... Look at Randy Gradishar, dude. Look at Randy Gradishar, number 47. I mean, look at him. Look at that T-Rex arms, Josie Jewell. Just sucks. He fucking sucks. Oh, my God. Now they're starting to figure it out. Okay, I formation. 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Starting to figure it out. We'll play it. There you go. Right in that soft zone, baby. Right at fucking Randy Gradishar. Look at that shit. Attack the middle. Attack the middle. Attack the middle. Booyah. Again, if you have Baron Browning there, I guarantee you he would have made that play. But again, the difference between Baron Browning and Josie Jewell just sucks. He's not instinctual. He doesn't have the ability to get there. Sorry, Jewell. I mean, I'm sorry I'm picking on you, Jewell, but my God, somebody needs to say it. Because I don't see any Bronco content creator saying this shit. Right at the fucking middle, baby. Right at the fucking middle. And again, why is this play possible? Because look how far off Fabian Monroe's playing. God damn, man. These corners, there's no good corner play anymore. And okay. All right, got to concede. The expert on corner play is a Denver Bronco Mile High View. No commercials, no bullshit. I mean, look at it. No pass rush to speak of. I mean, look at that. Look at that. How many times do I have to tell you? There's no interior pass rush. Do you guys get it now? Or are you guys still fucking dumb in the head? Dove Valley, are you guys that fucking stupid? 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. Look at the team that is built from the inside out compared to the team that's built from the outside in. Who's kicking whose ass right now? Good play. Who is that? McMillan, baby. Yeah. Good play, McMillan. No hesitation. Does a very good job crashing there. Good play, McMillan. Probably one of the better slot corners in the league. Okay, now you have a 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set. Laporte is coming back in motion on the opposite side of the field. Oh my God, dude. I mean, just a tackle on row, dude. No pass rush yet again. There's no interior pass rush to cause any disruption whatsoever. None. I mean, that guy can't. Dude, this is Bills level shit right now. I mean, this is what the Bills used to be a couple years ago. 3 wide receivers set, 1 tight end. I would attack these soft zones. Attack it. Steps up into the pocket there. Booyah. Right at Joe's. Look at Randy Gradishar, dude. My God. Ugh. Just sucks. He's just terrible. See, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what Josie Jewell did wrong here. Goes out there. Okay. Now, he vertically stands. See how he's just standing there casually? You never do that. You need to keep your butt low, your hips flipped. Continue to chop your feet. You never do this as a fucking linebacker. Never stand up vertical and just stand there. And then that's how you get beat because you're too late. He's not instinctual enough. He sucks. 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He's wide open. Wide fucking open, dude. My God. Oh, man, dude. Look how far off the corners are playing. Look how far off Monroe's playing. Again, attack him. Again, look how far off he's playing. Detroit's figured it out now. Now they're going for it. I tried telling. Look at that. Look at the amateur Detroit Lions right now. Look how amateur they look. Look how amateur they look right now. This team sucks. 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. God, this defense is so legit. Again. There we go. Laporte is wide open. Attack Laporte. All right. Here comes Tom Jackson. Look at this great play by Tom Jackson. Whoop. T-Rex arms. Whoop. I mean, dude, Surtain, you don't tackle like that. I don't give a fuck who you are, dude. You never tackle like that. My God. Touchdown, amateur Detroit Lions. Touchdown against the best defense in the NFL. Touchdown. Look at Tom Jackson for your Walmart Generals. I mean, look at that. Look at T-Rex arms. Woo! Yeah, look at those amateur Detroit Lions, bro. Yeah. Whoop. Whoop. Yeah, good job, Patrick Surtain. Your tackling is so Josie. Oh, look. Number 1, it starts with Josie Jewell. He can't get there fast enough. Number 1. Number 2, look at that great tackling by Slowsy Jewell. And then look at this, Patrick Surtain, baby. Woo! Oh man, this team absolutely sucks. Absolutely fucking sucks. So this is my all 22 film breakdown on the Denver Broncos versus the amateur Detroit Lions. Yeah, it was never close, never ever close in this game. Detroit, you know, figured it out finally. They attacked the soft zones. The offensive line for the Broncos was getting their asses kicked. No pass rush to speak of from the Walmart Generals. I mean, you guys really thought you were going to win this game. Really? You guys are, for all the talk of how great and dominant this team is, and with the help across all the board here, the Broncos are still 7-7. Let that sink in. For all the help that you've gotten so far, you're 7-7. Let that sink in for a minute. So, Jeff Fisher, do I expect the Broncos in the playoffs? Yeah, I do. I believe they will make the playoffs. You know why I believe they'll make the playoffs? Is because they're just going to want that happy to be their appearance. So, like I said, you know, I'm not hearing from a lot of people that were talking shit. I'm not hearing from anybody. So, like I said, you know, the Broncos are the only team this year in the NFL to get blown out twice in 1 year so far this year. That's a stat you could take to your fucking bank there. So, yeah, nothing. This game was absolutely like I thought it would be. If Detroit came out and played to their A game, and I told you guys we're facing a better quarterback this week in Jared Goff. So, yeah, this is the all 22 film breakdown from Coach Bucketman Scouting, and I'll see you in the next film breakdown.